Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris News.
Welcome to Duckburg.
Get it booked. That's all there is, just two pieces of news today. I'm going to point that at me because I've been told I am too far away from the microphone. I hope that's good. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney pals, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris show. It's just two pieces of news today, but they are good, beefy things, lots to talk about, lots of news about next year, lots of speculation. We've had our team on Facebook giving their thoughts and feelings. We're going to share those with you. We've also got a trip report from a Disney cruise, which I am very excited to hear about.
From Ruben.
I'm still itching for my cruising and my sea legs to get back on. I really am. And then we've just got quite a few things to talk about. Future of the show and goodness.
Ooh.
How are you, Chris?
I'm okay, yeah. I mean, I've been through the wars. Laura closed the car boot on my head yesterday, so I have a nice scab here.
A scab
then,
on your head, or as I like to call it, a cinema snack.
A cinema snack.
I
That's
don't think
revolting.
that can have been an accident.
Well, it doesn't stop there because I got home later on and I was chopping an onion, and then I decided to chop most of my thumb off, so I'm permanently giving the thumbs up at the moment.
Oh.
But the thing is,
I like the fonds.
That's nice.
that bit of thumb really added a nice bit of flavour to the dish. So now he's going to do it every time. And
Full of iron.
He's going to have less and less of his hand.
And how are you, Huey?
Good. I've walked very far this weekend. Got told off by one guy in a barge. And bought this shirt for £8 today at Peacock's.
Nice. I've gone a little bit flowery
listeners,
today.
it's a brown tiki shirt with pale palm trees on. I think it's quite tasteful with a white t-shirt underneath, you know what I mean?
It's lovely.
Yeah. Very good.
I've been wanting to wear this shirt for a while because I felt like it was quite nice and flowery. Well, not flowery, leafy, isn't it? It's more leafy than flowery. But
It's tropical.
I was always worried that the greenness of it would cause problems, but it hasn't. So I tested it.
It causes
I tested
no
it.
problems whatsoever
And
for
it's
the
fine.
listeners.
No.
It's the viewers who might see straight through you like the rest of us do whenever we play poker with you.
Can you imagine if we got a complaint from a listener about Chris's shirt?
Well,
The way you described
Too
it,
loud, man.
it sounds
Too
horrible.
loud.
yeah. Great outfits all, Ruthie says. Thank you very much, Ruthie. That's just brought my attention back to the chat. And do you know what I want to know? Who's with us today?
Who are they?
All aboard, please!
Oh, that was a good one.
First in the chat today was Joey.
Too much.
Joey says,
Too loud, man.
Joey says, hey everyone, hope you are all well. I think we've established that Chris isn't as well as some of us.
I'm chipper. I've just got a chipper in my head.
He's mentally well, but he's
Yeah.
not thumb well. Very excited for the show tonight, as it's a proper comfort to watch me each Sunday. Watch yourself. What do you think about the images of the trial drop for the Lion King ride?
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't seen any video type footage, but I do hear that there's a lot going on there, and that they have been dropping. They have had actual ride. What do you call them? What do you call them?
Oh, sorry.
Vehicles.
I've just realised she said, as it's a proper comfort watch to me each Sunday. Sorry, Joey. My bad.
There's a lot of speculation anyway about the Lion King ride, that potentially they're testing different ride vehicles and things might be a little bit different to what you'd expect from a standard Splash Mountain.
Can I be honest? I'm going to sound like a bad Disney host. I haven't seen these.
All right, so
Can we just take a break in the roll call to find out?
Lucy, that's
Yeah, so-
that's kind of shocking.
I know.
I'll be honest.
I know.
so we did talk about this the other week, didn't we, Hugh? I believe.
Oh yes,
He doesn't know, does he? So
I'm the least prepared
basically,
member of this team.
if you go behind Frozen Land at the moment and sort of not quite where the Lion King Land is, they've basically built a test ride for the Lion King ride.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can
Oh,
see
yes.
the scaffolding of the actual drop, and it's actually got rails on it and everything. Like
Yep.
the track on it and everything now as well.
I remember now.
But there's been a lot of speculation about it because they don't do this for every time they bring in a ride to a park, but they do it if they're testing new things.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of implications that it won't just be a standard Splash Mountain. There's people talking about, obviously I think we talked last week about the fact that there would be reduced water potentially in the winter months.
Live animals.
Yeah, live animals. So they might be just testing how they can manage it with less water in certain bits. But apparently as well, there's a whole thing about maybe they've got the boats that they can tilt slightly to turn people's attention to things a bit more than maybe in older boat rides and stuff. This is all speculation at the moment, of course.
See,
but
my
there you go.
brain is focusing on the drop, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what else can they do with the Splash Mountain drop that doesn't result in fear of death?
Yeah, but it goes down and then back in, doesn't it? This one apparently, it's not going to splash in the outside world.
Yeah.
It's going to go down. It's just going to be a window. That's what we were talking about last week.
Yeah, a
So-
little glimpse like on
Yeah.
Hyperspace
Tower of
Mountain.
Terror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hyperspace
that
Mountain.
kind of. Yeah.
A little cutout.
So yeah, personally, Joey, pretty excited about it. I think it's quite interesting that they've chosen to do this. But I guess it's not as exciting as a real ride, is it?
Yeah, but I get so excited when we get something unique at Disneyland Paris, and Lion King is going to be unique anyway. They've not got it anywhere else in the world, but if they're going to do a new kind of ride system, that really gives us a boost. Because Ratatouille used to be all ours, and then they replicated it in the US.
Well,
And I want us to have our own stuff. I'm like an elder child who always has to share.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, interestingly enough, as I was out running this week and I was listening to the podcast because, like Joey, I like to listen to me, and so
Sorry, Joey.
Yeah, sorry, Joey. And I was literally thinking about it at the time and about the space that's still there that's potentially got enough room for two more lands, and it suddenly dawned on me that we've had a number of other places in development recently that will probably just slot in there quite nicely, and they're most likely just looking to see which ones stick before they decide which ones to lift and shift.
I'm liking the sound of this Tropical Americas, I have to say, in Animal Kingdom. I also like the idea of you running along planning Disneylands in your Disney worlds. You know what I mean?
That's my life.
Hugh's is halfway through a job and we've interrupted him.
Halfway through.
Please continue.
barely
Started. Second in the chat.
We've only just begun.
We're going to be here a while, guys. It's John. John, I've got your T-shirt in this box. It's just the right size for your T-shirt. It's
at
quite
that.
tightly packed in there. I might need an iron, but there it is. If Rachel's around...
We've got a cannon. He's going to shoot it out in a
found a
second. so get
perfect
ready.
box for all Rachel's things in there. And they're good. See, I've just packaged these up because I wanted to say on the show, they're all parcelled up and ready to go and not be lying. So I've actually packaged them up. So I'll post them on Tuesday when I'm... in the studio.
Hugh, before you carry on, I just want everybody listening and watching to understand that I don't feel that you gave enough pleasure in how much those boxes fitted exactly, because when I arrived here today, the excitement was palpable.
I think I've got it out of my system is what it is.
Yeah, he was so excited about how he.
Is there anything
tightly
better than
packed
when you
everything.
find the perfect box for something that you're posting?
Oh my God, yeah.
I love it. It never gets boring.
The last time I saw him like this was when he realised that those Nutella biscuit box lids fit perfectly on the camera lens.
Yes, a Lumix DMC TZ55, also known as ZS35 in other regions.
Other cameras are available.
Nutella lid fits perfectly over the lens to protect it. Gavin is here.
We're only on the third one.
Yeah, I'm going to rattle through some. But we do have Gavin says, hi all. Our daughter will be watching who turned 13 today.
Oh.
Could you wish her a happy birthday? She had a nice Disney scratch card as a main gift to invite her to DLP in December in 3 days. Thanks.
Yay!
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Ah.
Well done. Right, I don't know why I said well done. Emily's here. Evening all. Just realised we're on 101 days till our DLP trip. I'm so glad to be back to the school routine, as it means I can tune in live again.
Yay!
I'm happy to be back in the school routine because I've got my life back.
Yeah, we are. Well, Bonnie started a new school, but we are on
high school, no less.
46 days. And we were walking around shopping today, and I went, that is legitimately close. That's like starting to plan outfits close. And then we had a long conversation about what the weather was like in October,
Well,
which we may continue.
We watched Random Land just in Scard in DLP last Halloween, like actually on Halloween Day, and we were like looking at people's like attire and going, oh, they're wearing big coats, looks cold, so we need to be prepared. It's hard to sort of dress up fun when you're wearing a big coat.
It was cold when we went in October.
Yeah.
Really cold.
Bonnie's here in the chat. She says, hello. And Andrew's here. Hey, back after catching up on the shows. Caught up on all the shows and then came here. I like it. Seeing that bookings are open for March 27, what's the earliest anyone has even booked? Or maybe ever booked. Who knows? Jen says, hey, Disney pals, 92 days till DLP. Yay! We've got Ruben here and Jimmy Clements, waving a pink hand, of course. Alid is here. A big hello from Alid and Fiona. Our first show since moving from Ireland to Suffolk last week. Overjoyed to be within driving distance of the Eurotunnel and DLP. Nice
Honestly,
move, Alid.
I
Literally.
would consider moving south for that reason. And whenever I've said it to people who live in the southeast, they've been like, are you mental? So
Canterbury.
maybe...
Just,
We'll go to Canterbury.
Just on Andrew's point, it seems to be a thing. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. It seems to be a thing that on the day that the dates are released, at 1st, 2nd September, as it was this time, everybody goes onto the website and tries to book their holidays, and it knocks the website out. Like the people end up queuing for hours to get on to choose their holidays and stuff. Does it make that much of a difference financially? To be booking on the first day?
Well, this is part of what's in the news, but I'll answer this.
Okay.
I'll answer this question: is that the best deals are almost always the first deals, earliest on. Now, the thing is that can vary from year to year, and it can be like some dining plans, or it can be 5 nights for the price of 3. It can be 20% off, whatever it is. But if you work it out penny for penny, usually the first deals are the best. And they do only allocate a certain amount of rooms to deals. It's not like a deal, and well, sometimes a deal ends on a day, but generally it's like they've allocated 20% of the rooms to that deal. Now, having said that, I think the myth that you have to be there on the first hour of the first day to book them is a bit crazy. I think maybe the first 3 or 4 weeks you stand a better chance of getting a good deal. But then that will continue, like you stand a better chance, 12 months out to 10, but you stand a better chance 10 months out to 8. And it's just the sooner the better, basically.
Cool.
We've also got Julia in the chat and Ruthie. Lisa is here. 51 days to Walt Disney World. Got the Esters done today because they double in price at the end of the month.
Oh, no.
We have to do them next time.
Are hours running out?
But they will do next time.
God dang it.
It's like, do we do it now? No, that's a bit silly, isn't it? We'll just have to absorb the cost.
Yeah.
Hannah is here. 60 days till DLP for Hannah. Ruben says, has anyone booked for 2026 and been able to book meals? Apparently it goes live on the app in a week or so. Some peeps have called to book them.
Okay.
Maybe a question for people in the chat. Eddie's here. Cheryl says, 54 days to starting to get excited. Can't wait to see the Halloween snacks I need to plan. Oh, yes. Snacks. Someone said in my latest video, was it my latest video? One of my videos, that enjoyed the video, but you should do more snacks. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. Maybe I should. Yeah. I mean, I don't normally take well to criticism, but I was like, all right, fair dues.
We'll take that hit. We don't mind taking that hit. We'll all eat more snacks.
Yeah.
Must we?
12 days for Ruben. Maria says, 20 days to our DLP trip. Hopefully I will be able to check myself the 3 pictures from the contest if no one gets them before. Chris is going to tell us about that in a second. Cheryl, so many countdowns in the group. Excited for everyone. Gavin says, thanks for doing that. She loved it. Great way to finish her birthday. Very kind of all of you. But it's easy.
That's what we
Easy.
do.
And Bonnie expertly timed the button press. So thank her too. Where the Spencers go say, hi, also excited to be back watching a live show. Good to have you along. Really excited for DLP Halloween. Just booked for October 2026 too.
Nice.
And that was the chat. Everybody.
And that's a chat.
That's all they
That's
wrote.
what happens. Fabulous, right? Well, do you want to know a little bit of news then?
Do I?
Okay, so I'm going to go on to the second bit of news because
Do you?
this is kind
Yes.
of what has prompted a lot of what's been going on in the chat. And this week, the booking opened up to March 2027. So it's this time of year every year, and it opened from April 26 as well. So people haven't been able to book April 26 till now, have they? No. Which always seems really late to me when we've never kind of been caught with that. But I'm always been like, can you not book for next summer? It's crazy. But now you can. And with that comes the new brochure. So it's kind of two pieces of news wrapped into one. Booking opens, you get the new brochure. When you get the new brochure, you get more clues about things, and people tend to get a little bit forensic about what's in the brochure and what it means. Mm-hmm. So we've got a few things to talk about here. I had second on my chat, lowest prices, ? To answer the exact thing that you've just said, which is, yes, it is earlier the better. Always good. Don't feel like you're absolutely tied to it, but you will generally get the better deals. And also if you're after certain club suites and, clubable and all that kind of thing, you can do.
Interestingly, I priced up Davy Crockett for August next year yesterday, and the price was very, very similar to what it was when we booked to go this year, when I booked it last year.
But that would mean it's heavily discounted because presumably the prices go up.
Potentially. And also, another interesting note, this was I looked at it for 3 days, 2 nights, and the cost of the new lodges was only £50 more than the old ones.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I mean, that would be a no-brainer, surely.
Well, you lose a toilet now, don't you? But that's other news. I didn't want to
always
talk about
take
it. I
all
know,
my
I didn't want to talk
news,
about
don't
it.
you?
I didn't want to talk about it, but you brought it up.
Well, okay.
Oh, no,
We'll
I
come
brought
back
it
to
up.
it.
I brought it up. It was me.
Well, Pamela Strachan noticed on our Facebook group that prices were high in the last week of March. Now, hang on, I
yeah, I saw
screenshotted
that.
this. So, they kind of do the like single pound, double pound, triple pound, quadruple pound.
Like
For
a chili rating.
Yeah, like a chili rating as to whether it's low season, mid season, high season. Well, March, at the beginning of March, it's almost all low season with the exception of Saturday nights. And this is standard throughout the year. If you go on a Saturday night, it's more expensive.
3 chilies on Saturday night.
But then, inexplicably, the last week in March goes straight up to being high season. Well, mid-high season. It's not the highest
4
of the
out
high
of 5.
season. Yeah.
Chilies.
So it goes to mid-high season at the end of March, and that is not near Easter this year. You wouldn't happen to know when Easter is this year, would you?
I'll find out for you.
I think it is
Next
the
year.
second next year. I think it's the second week in April because I seem to remember when Bonnie gets
Easter
it off school.
Sunday is the 5th. So
5th.
3rd of April. Easter Monday is the 6th.
So the week commencing the 23rd of March has become quite expensive.
First weekend in April.
It may be to do with French school holidays. This may be nothing. But what this prompted people on the Facebook to do was to speculate that might be the projected opening of Adventure World, which as we know, Disney Adventure World, which as we know is been announced as opening in spring 2026. This would be spring. This would be 26. So there's thoughts that might be that. That also makes sense because it gives them a 2-week run up to high season, which is the Easter
High season.
high season, which is the Easter holidays. So make of that what you will. This is not official news. This is Pamela Strachan and the rest of our intrepid reporters over on Facebook making stuff up. Yeah, speculating. But it's worth thinking about. they've got a new map in there like they always do. It does not include Adventure Bay, which were people were thinking about, given that this will almost definitely be the brochure for when Adventure Bay is open, because it goes from April 26 and it says spring, and so, you know, it's gonna...
And is it called Disney Adventure World on the map, or is it still called the Studios?
Again, I screenshotted that. Let me look. Oh, did I not screenshot that? No, I didn't screenshot that. Oh, I need to have a look at that. I don't think it is. However, it does have the little excited World of Frozen opening 2026 little icon at the top of the map. So that's worth looking at. Some other things that we found out from the brochure. Are you having a look to see whether it's called Adventure World or not?
No, I wasn't going to, but I can do.
Can do.
I can do. You can.
We do have some clues in kind of the write-ups that they have. They have a full-page write-up about Arendelle and the world of Frozen, and we're learning things like the Arendelle Boutique is going to be called the Arendelle Boutique, and the kiosk is going to be called Fjord View, and things like that. We also know that Frozen Musical Invitation, which is in the main part of the park, that will close. Which makes sense. It's a bit like having Star Tours and Galaxy's Edge. Sorry, that took me a moment. Having Star Tours and Galaxy's Edge in the same park in Hollywood Studios, which makes no sense, but they've stuck with that. But in this instance, they're not suspending the reality of having that as a show separate to what's going on in Frozen Land. So then we can all start to speculate about what they might do with the animation building. What do you think? The Mickey's Hat building. What might we put in there? If Frozen musical
I think they should
invitations.
fill it full of M&Ms and then just have a tiny dispenser, and you can go and fill up a bag for €8.
Zoetrope.
I mean, they're currently holding the Zoetrope ransom in there, so hopefully they'll release it back to the public. I think it'll be a meet and greet location.
Yeah, I think that's probably likely.
Yeah, it's equipped for that.
They could, yeah. Oh, yeah, go on. You
Yeah,
say,
Ruben has just said Encanto to replace Frozen. Do you have info on this, Ruben, or is this speculation? But I would certainly see an Encanto show, the equivalent of the Frozen show, happily.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be popular.
Do you know what? They could do something Inside Out if they wanted in there as well. It'd be quite a nice little place for some kind of Inside Out type show thing. Could work quite well.
Perhaps.
Any of those kind of things could work, couldn't they? I'd be inclined to suggest that they did something more Pixar, just because everything right next to it is Pixar.
That's true. That is
Although
very
it's
true.
still whatever Premier Plaza or whatever they want to call it outside, isn't it? So I don't know.
Ruben has just updated, said, I wish I did, just hoping. But what it's made me think, Ruben, is that, because you're on about these expansion pads, two more expansion pads, what they could be. If they are thinking of doing something like Tropical Americas, they could put a teaser in that building and see how well it does. So they could do an Encanto show fairly cheaply, see how popular it is at Paris, see how long the queues are, and see if it was worth then expanding it into a world.
But it's going to be Zootropolis and Monstropolis, isn't it?
Is it?
Don't you think?
I would be happy with both of those.
I think, but the whatever it is, Tropical America, whatever it's called, also could fit. So
that's Encanto and Coco, isn't it? Yeah.
Coco 2.
I really liked Coco, but when will they just let a character arc?
Well, I kind of get it, because they release something original and no one goes to see it, but then there's been all sorts of. I mean, I don't think it's as simple as that. With what was it even called? EO. What's it called?
Yeah.
Elio.
Elio. It's called Elio, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they've kind of said, well, you wanted something new, and you don't go to see it.
Well, that's like they announced
They kind of told us off.
They announced a new Disney animation one for next year as well, didn't they? And my immediate thought was, is it a musical? What's it going to be? But probably not, because we've just got sequels coming up of everything else, haven't we, at the moment?
May I remind you
too.
all how much we loved and still love Frozen 2. So it's been like, oh no, sequel. Imagine if they'd never made Frozen 2, because I was very cynical about Frozen 2. I'm like, you're cashing in. but it's an amazing film.
But I feel like that about Frozen 3 as well. Like the whole idea of Frozen 3. Just because I like it doesn't mean I think it should exist. I think that's the thing. Just because I enjoyed it doesn't mean I think it should be there. It should not exist still, I don't think.
I foresee this this in the future, we're going to look back on this era as the sequels era, aren't we?
100%, yeah.
I mean,
That's what it's
it
gonna
can't be anything else, really.
No.
And the live action remake era. Oh, well, we have pulled at this thread in the past. Let's let this jumper lie on the floor. Right, where was that? Sequoia. Oh, we also now know for definite from the brochure that Sequoia Lodge interior renovation, I should say, will start in January 2026. The hotel will stay open. And the building work will only happen during the day, not at night. And they're encouraging people to still book. I actually think I said brochure, I think that's from the website when people try to book it. So that's worth knowing. Ruben, Laura Warren and John Scales all mentioned on the Facebook group that Plaza Gardens is unavailable to book from April 26th. The news is that this is going to have a massive interior renovation. There was some speculation about the characters because this will coincide with it opening. Is it the Royal? I don't want to say the Royal Pub.
Yeah, whatever it is. The character.
The character one that's going to be in Disney Adventure World.
Adventure Bay.
Adventure Bay. There might be kind of like replacing one character meal with another rather than having 3 character meals at least to start with. But regardless, I think it is having an interior renovation. That made me think maybe we should go to it next time because we love Plaza Gardens. It's a solid choice, but we haven't been in years, have we?
I don't think we've been since you had your Peter Pan coat, because someone was asking about it in the queue. No, it can't be, can it?
I still have my Peter Pan coat.
Yeah. No, but I mean, last time you wore that to the park.
Yeah.
That's where.
When was that? Was that January 2020?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That's where Ollie had his Captain Hook freakout in Plaza Gardens.
Oh, no, was it?
That sounds like a Disney party event. The Captain Hook freakout! Come on, everybody! Yo ho ho!
Just speaking of renovations, have you seen the state of Discoveryland? It's basically entirely in hoarding at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because Buzz Lightyear's shut, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And the what's it called? The Space Mountain's having loads of work done, so that's had hoardings up for ages, and now part of the Videopolis building's also all covered up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I suppose of all the lands when we're going for Halloween to be covered up, that's probably the one that would least affect a Halloween vibe.
Yeah.
Although you say that,
I do love Discoveryland.
it's very treey. Like in the background tree, and that'll look very nice in the autumn, I should imagine. Yes. Oh well.
I did have something else to say from your news, but it's gone from me. It's gone from me. Something else that people were talking about, something to do with something. Can you put your list back up just so I can remind myself what it was?
I think I've got all my chatting points have flown.
It wasn't part of them, but one of the things you talked about jogged my memory, and then I forgot to say Sequoia Lodge renovation. Yeah, it was that. Oh, that
was easy.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was that jogged my memory. Somebody had put in the chat today that they'd gone through and looked and seen that you can't book the old Davy Crockett places anymore from December. So it looks like that renovation will be done. Have I again jumped the gun?
Yeah.
I apologise. I'm spoiling everything.
But I mean, we must be thirsty by now.
Oh yeah,
we?
let's have a drink.
Hey, ole, it's showtime! All together! Your tiki cup in your tiki cup. Well, you made yourself a beverage, now drink it up from your tiki cup.
We're having that mango high. What's it called? High C or something? That was the one you had to put like loads of it in to get any taste. Lucy's having cherries and berries and a caffeine-free Diet Coke. And Bonnie's having milk. Over in the corner there. And you found it, Bonnie. I was going to tell you, but you found it.
There's a guy that I watch on TikTok, and he has he makes cocktails by rolling dice. So basically, he rolls dice and he decides which.
You sent me that, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was great. I forgot about that.
But I've noticed that when he finishes, when he tastes his drink, he always takes a sip like this. And he turns his arm in like that to twist it away from him as he finishes his drink. And it's something that I've now started doing when I'm drinking.
Like when waiters pour wine and they give
like
it a little, they give the bottle a little twist when they finish
It's
pouring.
a really weird thing.
It's
that he
also
does.
how I used to finish pulling a pint off.
Yeah,
So
it's
you can get a little nobble
twist.
on it.
Yeah.
Get a little. When I used to be a real ale worker with one muscly arm.
Just keep catching myself doing that. Anyway, that's totally unimportant. And I've ruined the next piece of news, so over to Lucy.
It's not the first time, Christopher. Right, welcome to Duckburg. So, the cabins at Davy Crockett Ranch are officially available to stay in now. Yay! And there's been some amazing pictures online. We don't have pictures for you. Because I don't feel like the internet is lacking pictures of Davy Crockett
It's
Ranch.
everywhere.
There's a lot. So go and have a look. And I think the fact that there's so many pictures is a testament to how detailed the renovation is, because there's lots of little things to take pictures of. There's loads of like cool throw cushions and little details on the walls and pictures and silhouettes, and it's all really good. Because sometimes when you get a room renovation, you just get loads of kind of wide angle pictures and nobody bothers with anything else. This has got a lot going on.
Spoiler, we don't hate it, do we? Yeah, it's not covered in that grey-brown laminate flooring that Disney seems to love.
It does look lighter in colour, though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Does
it's modernised, but it's like
Only a turn.
The biggest shame for me is that those dated, but I would say timeless curtains have gone. I love those curtains genuinely, and if I can have some, please do send me some.
I wish I'd brought them from ours in the summer now. For
Yeah,
you.
you probably could just go to the desk and said, "Look, you're not going to be using these. Can I just have them?"
Yeah.
That must surely have been no surprise.
But other
though.
than that, they look quite nice, don't they? Modern, but like they still have that cosy woodland charm to them, and some nice cute theming. And I think it's a pretty good job. You know, it's not quite as good as it was before, I think, because I just like them. Even though they were dated, I like them. But they've done a good job of updating it. I'm
Agreed.
happy. I'm happy.
If you're unaware, they have been themed to the junior woodchucks from DuckTales. So the idea is that you are staying in a woodchuck cabin as if you are going on a hiking trip with the junior woodchucks, who are Huey, Dewey and Louie, amongst other people.
Webby, what's she called? Webby Vanderquack.
Yeah. They are brand new units. They haven't refitted the... Let's lift the veil here. They're basically static caravans, but with cladding on them. Yeah, the static caravans cladded to make them look like log cabins. So they haven't kept the same units and renovated them. They are brand new units that have been brought in. But the layout is basically the same. Basically not identically the same, because like I say, they are new units, but you've got the double bed with ensuite, I'll get to that in a minute, at one end. You've got the living room kitchen in the centre with a small kind of corner galley kitchen. Then you've got toilet and bathroom and a wardrobe, and then you've got the kids' room on the end. And the square footage is the same as well. What's changed is that in the adult room, I'm going to call it that, in the master bedroom, you've now got a walk-in wardrobe, but your ensuite is a shower and sink room with no toilet in it. Ooh. That's caused a bit of chats, because to me, we can organise showers in the mind you, we're only a family of 3, not 5.
Can't organise poos. Is that what you're going to say?
I just, well, it's getting up in the middle of the night. I mean, I make myself sound like a pensioner. But, you know, people who need to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, early in the morning, late at night, it's a bit of a thing if it's the other end of the cabin.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. I agree.
So there you go. But also, the walk-in wardrobe
As someone
area...
who doesn't get up in the middle of the night, I'm all for that.
I also think that the toilet situation, if you go to the toilet in the ensuite, there's 2 doors between you and everybody else. Whereas in the other one, it's literally like right behind the cooker.
Yeah, while you're cooking up.
Oh, it's not a cooker. It's a fridge, isn't it? Not a cooker. I take it.
Yeah, it's by the fridge.
By the fridge.
But yeah, the walk-in wardrobe situation, that looks really as a walk-in wardrobe for a cabin of that size, it looks really well laid out and good, and I like it. But I'm questioning who is staying there long enough to warrant a walk-in wardrobe. Now, thing is, at Disney World with DVC villas, they have things like this, but they are designed for people to stay in for 2 to 3 weeks because it's meant to be home from home, and DVC members do tend to do that and self-cater and stuff. Whereas in Davy Crockett Ranch, is anyone staying more than 4 nights? I don't know. To warrant that level of organisation.
I don't even unpack from my suitcase. I just open it out and then pull it out from under the bed like a big drawer.
If it was more affordable, I would quite happily go and stay for like 2 weeks at Davy Crockett Ranch and just go to Disney on some of the days that I was there.
I still wouldn't unpack for 2 weeks.
No, I agree you would, but it's not
did
really affordable for that unless... it's just you would do it somewhere else probably if you could afford that. Okay, so included in the kitchen, you have brand new coffee makers and kettles, which were standard before. Now you have Mickey waffle makers.
Hey,
my word.
Which I kind of feel...
Is a really stupid idea.
It is slightly stupid because I don't know who's mixing up a batter.
So you get that after a particularly messy person.
I know.
And what? You just got an horrible waffle iron that's going mouldy. Like I cannot see from a hygiene point of view that they will be there very long. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
My thinking
years
is
tops.
that they might sell them in the gift shop and that people will kind of have them and go, oh, look at these are ace, this is a really good memory. Look, we can buy them in the gift shop for 30 euros. And then that's more the thing. I'm like, who is making waffles? Who's mixing a batter and making waffles on a morning?
I'll tell you one thing with absolute certainty. If we'd arrived there and there was a waffle machine there that was even slightly clean, the boys would have, in fact, even if it was dirty, the boys would have been begging us to buy the stuff to make waffles, and we would have ended up doing it. So yeah, I think a lot of people will use it.
Well, if that's the case, I bet they end up in that little, because you have a grocery store at Davy Crockett Ranch that you don't have at other places.
Yeah, ready mix.
And I think they'll have a ready mix batter, perhaps.
They have to.
Yeah, they must do.
Because what's the alternative?
They shouldn't be complimentary.
They give you some
really.
eggs and some flowers and some milk and say, off you pop.
And a whisk and a bowl.
They should have some add water, and they put it in there as a complimentary thing anyway.
Maybe they do. I haven't seen this, but maybe they do. They seem to have a very well stocked kind of coffee and tea tray, you know, with all your pods and your flavoured teas and stuff, which is quite nice. Excitingly, they have continental plug sockets, but they also have USB-A and C.
It's the future.
It is the future. Because I am now a USB-C person, which means I've had to start taking adapters with me again. Whereas for a couple of years, I managed to just plug the USB-A straight into the wall, and now you get both.
We took a massive power bank with us on holiday this year. You know, do you remember the ones that they started advertising having put into Sequoia Lodge, that's just like a big tower?
Oh, yeah.
I bought one for my office last year, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick it in the suitcase and take it with me. So I only needed one power plug to plug that in, one adapter, and then I got USB, USB-C, and power for everything.
My next piece of news, as it were, is that, it's the only one toilet thing, which we've already talked about, but I wanted to credit it to Louise Clark on our Facebook page because she has been this week and she did a little video tour and she uploaded it to our page. So if you want to see a video tour of the Davy Crockett Ranch, courtesy of Louise Clark, go on to the 37 Disney Street Facebook page and there it will be.
The Disneyland Paris Show.
Yeah.
Now then, Jenny...
On Facebook.
Jenny Howes also posted on Disneyland Paris, the 37 Disney Street, the Disneyland Paris Show Facebook page this time. And she said, did some sleuthing. I noticed there was only new cabins available for DCR next December. So I went through some of the months on the calendar and it looks like from the end of October, all the new cabins will be in place. So this refers to when you go on to book them, you can choose whether you're having new cabins or old cabins, and there is a price difference. Hugh would probably be sadistic and want an old cabin just because of the curtains, but it's so if that's your preference.
I've said goodbye to them.
Yeah.
You can always walk past and look at them, can't you?
Yeah. Would you mind if I came in and looked at your curtains?
Can I touch them?
So if we want to know about the timescale for the turnover, it appears that end of October, they aim to have them all in there. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they're actually aiming to have them all in earlier and people might end up getting upgrades, because it would surprise me greatly if they were booking them right up to the end.
Can you imagine if you were just so looking forward to your holiday and your 2 toilets and then you got upgraded?
So someone on the
not having
Facebook group was saying they'd been upgraded like twice, and
Yeah, I saw that.
like, what was it? It was like from Sequoia to Newport Bay, or was that someone else? And then from Newport Bay to like a nice suite in there.
Oh, I'd love it.
So it was something like that. But then, it's like, well, what's next? You have the entire top floor of the Disneyland Paris Hotel. It's all yours, baby.
Yes, please. And that's all she wrote on that subject, unless anybody has got anything to add about Duckburg. What's the chat saying, Huey? We haven't had a look at the chat recently.
I haven't looked at the chat in a while. Let's see here. Doobie-doo. The new lighting package for Space Mountain looks awesome, says John. It'll feature random sequences every time a train launches. Sounds fun. # bring back the moon.
Oh, the moon.
Joey would love them to use the space for the Princess and the Frog. The snacks would be epic, and it would be so aesthetically pleasing.
This is for the expansion pads in the studios?
Yeah.
I agree. That would be good. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I can't see them doing that because their current signature ride for that franchise is going to be very similar to the Lion King one, unless they come up with an entirely new world, which I can't see them doing. Although I do agree it would be good.
Let's see. Jan says, do you think they will rename Davy Crockett Ranch?
Now, this has been debated online this week because there is now very little left of actual Davy Crockett.
Camp Woodchuck.
Yeah. This is one instance
I like
when
that.
I wouldn't be upset about losing one IP in favour of another, to be honest.
Camp Woodchuck.
Yeah.
Camp Woodchuck.
Let's do it.
That's nice, is that?
You can have that, Disney. You can have that.
I think Disney actually already had that, Hugh, but thank you anyway.
No, but they didn't think of it, even though it was right under the noses.
Okay.
Ruben says Power Strip for the win. And also, the old school aesthetic is so much better than the bland corporate image they are rolling out. I agree.
Yeah, did we talk about the
Polynesian Tower.
the Sequoia Lodge interior concept art?
I mean, I'm sure it isn't as bad as it looks, but the look of it is almost like they've stripped all the beams out and everything and made it all just horrible grey. And
It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look aspirational to me.
No.
I like to live in a theatre set, which is what Disney has always provided in the past. And that's why I'm still loving Davy Crockett Ranch. I still feel like I'm going into some kind of themed world. Whereas just slowly but surely, a lot of these hotels are just turning into hotels.
yes.
Hey, guys, we had a question. Oh, sorry, Chris.
No, you go first if you want. That's fine.
Because this might take a sec. Well, Mark got in touch. Mark, you remember Mark C?
Mark C, yeah.
Not Mark with a Q. Mark with a K. He was asking about. Well, let's see. He says my 3 favourite Disney experts. I don't think
This is addressed to us.
I don't count myself in that. A very cheeky request: going to Florida to celebrate 30 years of marriage to my lovely wife in December this year. Was wondering. I got permission. He said we can talk about this. It's not a surprise. Was wondering if you could give some of your very best tips to make it more memorable for her. Any advice gratefully received. And as a thank you, I'd love to bring you all something back as a thank you.
I have a very romantic thing that you can do. It's not cheap, as most things in Disney World are, but you can hire a boat to go out into Bay Lake. It is Bay Lake, isn't it? No,
Yes.
yeah.
Bay Lake Tower. Yes, Bay Lake.
It is Bay Lake. You can hire a boat to go out into Bay Lake, which is the lake that's between the Polynesian and the Magic Kingdom, to watch the fireworks on a night. We did it for our 10th wedding anniversary. We did it too soon after arriving because we did it on our anniversary and the jet lag was still there. So watching fireworks at 10 p.m. at night was like watching them at 2 in the morning, and we really struggled with staying awake. So maybe factor that in. But you get a private skipper and he drives you into the middle of the lake, and then you get snacks and blankets and complimentary drinks, and then you curl up there under the stars and you watch the fireworks in the sky. You've got it all to yourself and it's really, really lovely.
And you can sing At Last I See the Light to me, Julie, and that'll be lovely.
There you go. So that's one nice thing you can do. What else do we think Hugh's romantic?
You're asking me. See, this is like a little insight into my brain.
Yeah.
Asking for a romantic suggestion.
Yeah.
Well, see, what I normally do is I like to do cute things, like if they really like something, I think, all right, I'll pretend to go to the loo later, and then I go and buy it, and then I hide it, and then I'll give you it later.
I like he's using a very impersonal they. If they like something, one of these women I take, if they like something, not if Lucy likes something or if you like something.
No, it's like, the royal.
The royal.
The royal there. Okay. The royal there.
And then my advice would be this, and obviously I've not been to Walt Disney World, so I can't really say this is a place you should go, or this is something you should eat, or this is anything, that sort of stuff. But what I would say is, getting away from the romantic side, if you want to make it memorable, get yourself arrested or something like that, because then you're never going to forget it.
Get naked in the lake.
Yeah.
Just tell every cast member
Yes.
in every restaurant you go into that, and go and get a badge. You can get a badge as soon as you arrive, and that can say like, you're celebrating an anniversary, and you wear that. And as soon as people see that, they'll make a fuss over you. It gets a bit much actually, and Lucy took a birthday badge off because everyone, like guests, cast members, were saying, "Hey, happy birthday!" And you're like,
You did something for your 40th, though, didn't you? You did a whole vlog, didn't you? Where you were trying
I
to meet...
never edited it. That's on my list.
Is it?
That's on my list. Yeah. I'm now 43, but my 40th birthday thing is.
But you
is on
tweeted
the
it at the time, didn't you? Back when
did.
Twitter was wholesome.
I did. I met 40. I had my photo taken with 40 cast members from 40 different jobs. I won't say wearing different outfits, but that makes it sound like I am reducing them to an outfit. But 40 different cast members from 40 different kind of areas in the park doing 40 different things. And it was lovely. It was a really nice thing. The reason was with the birthday badge. I always go on my birthday because that's when we do our holidays, which is May Bank holiday. But I started feeling, I used to wear the badge for the full 2 weeks. And then I started to feel a bit cheeky because people were saying, "Oh, so is it your birthday today?" And I go, "Oh, no, it was 8 days ago. I'm just still wearing it." And so, yeah.
Just say yeah. That's what you said yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I also I got in touch with as many YouTubers and influencers as I could, and I only got a handful back, but and all our friends, and I compiled a big birthday message montage, and I edited it while we were there. And annoyingly, I saw Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow on the first night we were there, and Lucy wasn't with me, and he looked me right in the eye. Because I've got the kind of face, I think people think they recognise me or something. I get it all, famous people all the time look at me like, is that? No, maybe not. I think I'm
Famous people.
Honestly, I've passed so many comedians who've Rod Gilbert in Sheffield gave me a very long look on a dark street with his hood up. Matt Gatiss, I've passed Matt Gatiss twice, once in Brighton, and he basically craned his neck so far I thought his head was going to snap off. He was looking at me for so long, and I think I might look like kind of an agent or a comedy booker, something like that. Who knows? Anyway, I saw Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow, and all I had to do was go up and say, "Oh, I'm really sorry. Would you mind doing just say happy birthday, happy 40th birthday to my wife Lucy?" And I could have added that in, and you would have been like, "When did you do that?" But I didn't. As it is, I got Bookish Princess and Jen LaForge.
Yeah. I used to watch a lot of Jen LaForge.
What's the Disney Dish? The Disney Dish did a shout out on the show.
Oh yeah, that was my favourite day. Len Tester did me a shout out.
I almost
Brilliant.
got Jack from DSNY News. He said he would do something. I think he maybe was busy because he didn't get back to me, but he was going to, which was nice, And also.
Super Enthused?
Super Enthused. She tried to send something, but she didn't have an internet where she was. So it wasn't very good, so it never came through, and so that was a bit of a shame. Anyway, just reach out to people and see what you can do.
Your affliction with famous people, just so you know.
Yeah.
This happened to me once, only once, and it was Nasty Nick. He went past me on a bike.
Oh, yeah.
In Kingston on Thames, and he fixed eyes with me as he walked past. As he cycled past, as if he knew who I was.
This is
it
what,
was
this
really
is what
weird.
they do. They do it all the time to me. They lock eyes.
Do you think they're like, you're not going to say hello?
Graham Norton did a right double take on a pair of shoes I had. They were brown and orange, and he literally looked and then looked again at them. We were in a room together. I just want to shout out as well to Rosie, who after we were talking about the cruise, Rosie on her website. This is Flying Flusky. Some of you might know Flying the normal way. Flusky is FLUSKEY.com, and on there's a vlog called about the Canadian rail trip. It was really good. So she wanted to get in touch after we were talking about it last week. It looks really good.
Also, Andrew, who's there at the moment, sent us a picture of Chip and Dale in the Rockies.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Chris, you need to tell us about your competition.
I do, but first of all, I just want to give a little bit of news that we haven't touched on that somebody in the group posted earlier, which is just, it's not happy news. Let's all be sad for a little moment.
Oh, no.
But French air traffic control have announced that there's going to be a 24-hour strike from the morning of the 18th of September to the end of the 19th of September. So any of you travelling on those days, just be aware of it. You probably already are, because I imagine your carriers would have told you already that this is happening, but it causes mass disruption across all of Europe, and they love it.
Oh, they love a strike.
Yeah.
They
That's why we
absolutely love
got.
a strike.
That's why we got stranded in Barcelona for
Yeah.
36 hours.
Yeah. Nothing to eat.
Airstrike over France.
So do you want me to talk about my what is it? A competition?
Competition.
Yeah. So I was going to call it a quiz then, but it's not a quiz, it's a competition. So as I mentioned last week, we've got a competition going on, and there are 3 pictures on the Facebook group, the Disneyland Paris Show Facebook group. It's a pinned post, so you can go and find it. We've had a number of guesses already, and some of them are painfully close.
Oh.
But I've decided to keep it open until someone gets it. And if more than one person gets it before a show, then I will still do the wheel. But if only one of you gets it, I'm going to give it to you. But I'm also going to help you out, because I'm going to let you know what's been got.
Maybe it should be the first person though, because the.
Well, it should be the first person,
Because
yeah.
then someone might let's see that.
You're
go,
right.
Oh yeah, it is
Actually,
that
yes, you're right.
and
So the
copy.
first person who gets it right and posts it in those comments, that is the person who will win. But I am going to let you know straight away. First of all, the first picture of the flower is Pinocchio, because some of you have already got that right. Okay?
Right.
So that's good. I'm also going to let you know that one of the other ones, you've got incredibly close, but I'm looking for a very specific location. And then one of the other ones, none of
very
you have got even
specific.
close at all.
Yeah.
Keep going, guys.
And don't mix it with the step count competition that we had, because that's over.
That's done.
Rachel won
It's
that.
over and done.
and,
We should delete the post.
John got runner up. There you go.
Hey.
Right, do we have a trip report from a cruise?
We do have a cruise trip report. Let's have a look.
Bonnie's very good at that. We don't even have to look at her anymore, and she just does it. she's
is what we wanted.
colouring over in the corner.
She doesn't even look up or stop colouring. It's very impressive. So this is a cruise trip report from Ruben Ruston, who's in the chat today as well. Hey guys, trip report below. Thanks so much for all you do for the YouTube show and podcast. It's perfect. I never wanted to go to DLP at all, but my wife didn't really like Disney, and she didn't want to take our 18-month-old son all the way to Florida, so she said she'd compromise and do DLP. My response, even though I'd never been to DLP at the time, was, Euro Disney's rubbish, who wants to go there? But it's all she would do.
I'll fight you. I'll fight you.
But that's all she'd do, so we booked it. I'm so glad we did. It's now our happy place. She loves Disney, and we go each year. Our son's nearly 9, and our daughter loves it too. Your podcast puts me in touch with that feeling on a weekly basis, and I can't thank you enough.
Oh.
And that's
Can
it. I'm not going to read the... No, I am.
Can I just say, we talk about Disneyland Paris all the time, and so we get very used to talking about Disneyland Paris. But when we watched those Halloween vlogs today, just to find out what coats people were wearing, I got that proper, like, butterflies in the stomach yearning, I need to be on Main Street feeling. So I'm glad that we can provide that for you, Ruben, and then in turn you provide it for us.
I was saying just before the show started how... this is the fun stuff and how we enjoy doing this this show, because actually it's pretty easy, really, isn't it? We just get up and chat for an hour.
Don't say that, they'll all
This
want
bit
to
is
do it.
no, I mean literally this bit of it, the setting up beforehand and doing the stuff afterwards and collating all the news and all that sort of stuff. There's effort goes into it without a doubt, but this is just the fun, nice, light, easy bit of it all. And so it's quite humbling when people say that we do a good job. I like it.
Oh.
Sorry if this is a rambling mess, not me. This is the trip report now. A lot like the cruise, but in a good way. Okay, so we booked a Disney cruise as part of my wife's birthday celebrations for her 40th. Also, my 2 nearly 3-year-old is great on flights, but won't sleep and gets really overtired, so we thought a cruise would be easier. Booking it was great, really straightforward, until you realise that if you booked on the website in pounds, then it's really hard to add anything to your booking. We wanted a drinks package and an exclusive DCL speaker, but the call centre people are amazing and sorted everything for us. I was told to use VPN and book that way in the future. I have no idea if this is good advice or not. We were meant to have luggage tags arrive beforehand that still hadn't arrived. This was a little frustrating, as the only part of the embarkation that was chaos was the fact that some people had tags and others had to queue for them. This caused obvious frustration to some people, as it was a little bit of a free-for-all. Embarkation was otherwise great. You get given a time slot, and as long as you stick close to it, it's a pretty swift process. They take into account that people will try to get on early, and there are allocated queues for each time slot. So if you do get there super early, you're just going to wait longer. As it was bang on time for us, we waltzed through check-in, security, and on the ship in about 30-35 minutes from parking up. So nice. Much easier and friendlier than an airport. When you arrive on the ship, they announce you and they all clap.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's the best bit.
The Rain Family!
Didn't we lie about our name?
No, I said I was going to say, can you say Daz for my Daz video?
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't. I chickened out.
Good.
It's really cringe, but really great at the same time and puts you in that special Disney place. You've already been informed that your luggage and keys are at your room, so we headed on over, and sure enough, they were there. First thing we did was hang out our fish extenders, lol. We had great fun, all crews popping treats out for other people and getting back to the room to see what was in ours was a highlight. The staterooms are great. At first, they seem a little on the small side. We had one large king-size bed, a sofa, and a large porthole with a cushion in it for the little ones to sit in and look out at the ocean.
Shall I just explain what a fish extender is?
Go on then, yeah, do it.
So outside your room, they've got these fish that is where they put your... if you've ordered anything, this is where the staff come and put it. So if you've ordered like tickets for a excursion or a particular meal or something like that, they come along and they deliver it. So sometimes you get back to your room and you've got a little note or a little card or something in there from staff. But what people do is they hook on like a goodie bag, and then you take gifts for you take on board gifts for other guests, and you can like people hand make really special gifts and then go put them in people's goodie bags.
That's lovely.
So it's a bit like Secret Santa meets Halloween, and you get back to your room and someone might have put a friendship bracelet and a packet of Haribo in there, and you're like, oh look, someone's put something in my fish extender. So we couldn't do it because we went on our trip during COVID. Just listening to you talk about the embarkation, it's like, yeah, they didn't have to do cheek swabs, did they? Because we had to do all that getting on. But I did read a lot about fish extenders at the time, and it's one thing that makes me want to go on another cruise, because me and Bonnie would just play the heck out of that, wouldn't we, Bonnie?
I'll carry on because we might even have to split this in two.
Okay.
Looking at it, the best thing about the room is that the setup is plenty big enough. Then, when you're out at dinner, the room host comes in and flips all the extra beds out: the sofa bed, the Murphy bed, and the one that comes down from the ceiling. It maximises the room space and was a nice surprise each night. Room service is great. Buffalo wings and Mickey ice cream bars free as often as you want. Second dinner became a regular event. Amazing. But if you want a Coke, $4. There's a TV with lots of film and TV service. You can't rate the staterooms higher. We were really impressed. The mother-in-law had one with a balcony, and it was just as lovely too.
Don't you get unlimited soft drinks on the deck? We did.
Not
Sorry.
according to this.
Okay.
We had 5 nights and 6 days, which actually means you get 4 full days. As day one, you get on an allotted time, and then you have to go to a safety briefing. And by the time you've had that, dinner is late. By the time you've had dinner, it's late. The 6 days get off the ship now. Our breakfast is at 6:45 a.m. and they brought the lights up at 7:30 as if to hurry us out.
Yeah.
It's a jam-packed holiday. We didn't do a fifth of the stuff available, and we were busy all the time, a lot like the parks. Highlights and lowlights. The cast members are amazing. Magic tricks, stories, Disney facts, etc. They nailed it. Unless they're not, and then they really suck the fun out of it.
Oh. Oh dear.
They can be really passive-aggressive in the way Hugh loves.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, there's such highs and such lows sometimes with some of these people, and I don't want to subscribe to this thing that all the tens of thousands of them are all saints, because some of them are not.
Some of them just had a bad day.
Don't say out me, I'm a nice guy.
Ruben says that you do get free drinks on the deck, but you don't get them in the rooms.
Oh, I see. You see, we had little drinks carriers and we're going up and down, and
Just filling up and going back, yeah.
I did a whole video on my drinks system.
They can be really passive-aggressive in the way that Hugh loves, and sometimes just petty. Our little girl was 10 days off being 3, which means no pixie dusting, no BBB, what's that?
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
No Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, no swimming pools, etc. I get it's 100% as it's safety issues, but also it's a little forcefully enforced by one cast member and then not by another. We saw babies covered in pixie dust, but then lady said no to us. But on the whole, they're great. The food at the sit-down restaurants is amazing. You have the same team to look after you the whole cruise, and they really do take care of you. They all work for tips, so you expect it, but at no time did it feel forced or fake. They did a great job. Cabanas for breakfast and lunch was another story. Great food and amazing views, but it was chaos trying to get anything in there. A food fight free for all. One day, everyone would queue for everything, which meant you'd get stuck behind 30 people queuing for an omelette when all you wanted was a muffin. But if you tried to lean in, you'd get screamed at. The next day, help yourself however you feel.
Yeah, see, I said this when we went to Royal Banquet, is you just go in, get what you want, and then back off. The queuing, you don't need to queue at a buffet like that.
No.
You don't need to.
You have to conveyor belt go along the entire buffet to get a thing. No.
Yeah.
That was invention,
and the thing you want
Remember?
is like way down the line. Like, no, reach in, get it, and then get back.
Yeah.
I'd say.
But
And I'm a queuer.
the food on cruises, like the sit-down meals on cruises, because you get a menu the way you would do in a normal restaurant, but they'll say, if you can't decide, they'll say, do you want me to bring you both? Do you want me to bring you these and you'll share? I can bring you 4 desserts if you want. And then they'll just bring you an extra dessert, and then and do you want me to bring you an extra plate for this? They'll just fill your table full of food. It's amazing. Go on.
Drink dispensers never had fruit juice in them, and the coffee was brown-coloured water. The food, when you did manage to get back to your table, was good, though. They do open Royal Court for breakfast and lunch, and once we worked this out, we always went there. It's from a menu and waiter service. Much nicer, better coffee too. There are free coffee stations and soft drink stations all over the place. However, if you ask anyone for a coffee at the bar or in a restaurant, they will do you a latte and charge you $4 upwards. You have to specifically ask for a filter coffee for it to be free. Didn't bother us paying the extra, but one family we spoke to were on a budget, and 4 coffees every meal 2 to 3 times a day adds up. Also, fast food windows by the pool were great, and the free soft serve station all top notch.
Yes.
Pools are tiny but fun. There's a Mickey hand slide for ages 4 to 14 that our son loved, and the aqueduct, that was amazing. It all goes round the top deck of the ship, and it's great fun. Queue times could be 10 minutes or 1 hour 45 minutes.
Do we want to go on a Disney cruise instead of going to Universal next October?
Nope.
Oh.
How are we for time, by the way? Because
It is 1:30.
There is a lot more.
Should we put a pin in that then?
Is that okay, Ruben? We're going to put a pin in it.
Because the other thing is, I could interject and talk about a lot of these things,
I know, yeah,
and you know, if we're
realise
rushing
that.
it through. So.
I think let's put a pin in it, and we'll continue this next week.
Oh, I just loved our Disney cruise so much.
Seems like ages since you did that.
It is ages. It's 4 years. That's 4 years too many.
Just
Yeah.
before we finish, I wanted to just say a couple of things. Firstly, I posted in the group this week, but I also wanted to talk about it today. We want you to get more involved in the show if you want to. If you want to, you don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
I bet there's people out there who watch every single week and have never messaged us, said anything.
Yeah.
And that's cool, man. I like you.
And we also have people who listen on the
Not that I
podcast.
dislike the people who do, but I like you all equally.
We have as many people download and listen to the podcast every week as we do watch the show every week as well. And every now and again we get first time in the live chat people and stuff. We want you to get involved. So if you've got anything at all you want to get in touch with us about, you can email us and let us know. I'll give the email address in a second. But to give examples, if you've been to Disney recently and you've got something that you're grumpy about, tell us what you're grumpy about, because we've got a jingle for that, haven't we, Bonnie?
Haven't we, Bonnie?
Haven't we, Bonnie?
Oh, you must be grumpy.
we used to do this quite a lot as a bit of a feature. If people sent in things they were grumpy about, and we'd make a thing of it.
Yeah.
If you've got questions that you want us to answer, bang them in an email and send them to us. A little bit like
What's this?
Mark
did.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
Get in touch. If every week that Tiki Cup song starts playing and you do a little bit of a dance, video it and send it in. Or send us pictures of you with your Tiki Cups and stuff, because I really like that it isn't just us like holding our cups up like this all the time, but that we actually make something of it. So send us your Tiki Cups. Send us pictures of your Tiki Cups.
Do you know what I
Anything.
like? When shows do call outs like this and people send pictures of their animals like howling along to the music.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm just prompting here. If anyone happens to have a dog who enjoys our show, I would love to see
Yeah,
that.
we don't hear
video.
much about people's pets, do we?
No.
I know Cheryl sent in a Tiki Cup picture today, but it came as I was setting up, so I haven't had a chance to use it yet. But she sent in a picture of Cody's version of the Tiki Cup, which is really cool. So we'll get that on the screen next week.
You have a
during the Tiki
chinchilla?
Cup.
Get in touch.
all this sort of stuff. If you've got breaking news, if you've got tips that you think we should be
Right.
making the most of, all that sort of stuff,
Is it something else?
you don't have to be in the live chat. You can email to us. And where can you email them? I hear you asking.
I don't know, Chris. Where can you email
You can
them?
send them to
Where can you?
mailbox@37disneystreet.co.uk.
What, mailbox at 37disneystreet.co.uk?
That's my line.
Go on, let's do this proper. I didn't even get to repeat it.
No.
I feel robbed.
What's that address again, Chris?
Oh, I'm not even going to bother you. It's mailbox.
You
at
have to
37
rewind it.
It's mailbox at 37disneystreet.co.uk. Send it in. Send them in. Come on. Get involved. Yes. Do it. Please. Please. I'm begging you.
Yeah.
I'm not begging
That would
you.
be awesome.
I'm done now.
Also, me and Christopher have a meeting. Does a meeting sound an appointment?
A meet cute.
We're gonna get together and
That sounds just as bad.
and film our new feature, which is called Hear Me Out, where we discuss controversial Disney opinions with each other. We're going to do that on Thursday. We're going to get some in the bag. We don't know exactly where they're going to go or when yet. We're not going to be releasing them immediately. We're kind of getting a few in, built up so that we can then be quite structured about how we release them. But yeah, something to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted
For
on
all
that.
of us.
Probably be a new podcast for it potentially as well. So we're going to need you all to go and subscribe to that when it happens, so that people.
I
can
won't be there
listen.
because I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Not that these aren't busy, but my
Just
schedule,
too busy.
My schedule doesn't,
You have
doesn't
structured
allow.
work hours, whereas me and Chris, we can massage our weeks a bit, can't we?
Yeah.
I do have a new video on my channel, Hugh Rain. It's a alter ego video. It's a bit spicier, so maybe not
Ooh,
one
a bit
for the
spicy.
little kids, but it's not. I don't think it's particularly bad. It's just a bit brash, is what it is. It's the new Daz video.
Oh, and also, if you're a hot sauce company that wants to sponsor the show,
Yeah, get in touch.
I feel like that's something that we should be doing. I really feel like a chili shop type place.
Yeah.
We'll taste your hot sauces and we'll give them a review and we'll plug them to Disney goers.
Yeah.
Right then.
Should we finish this?
Yeah. So thank you all very much for watching. I've been Lucy. These have been the boys. Bye-bye.
Say
Arrivederci.
bye, Bonnie.
Bye, Bonnie.